Welcome back to the programs. This is Mark Pubate again. One more time we meet again. Firstly, I have to say I apologize, sincerely apologize. Okay, I made a clips concerning these topics about the first iPad versus the second iPad about probably a month ago, and for some reason, for some points of view, I was an idiot at the time. Okay, because when I make a clips, my job is a personal shopping coach, and my goal is to help people to save their money. Okay, and at that time, I tried to persuade people to buy the first generation because Apple released the announcement that they wanted to give away $100 discount for the first iPad. But after that, the iPad 2 has been released. I've been playing around with both of them. If you don't believe me, well, if you've been keeping up with my clips, you will see that I really work for a Mac store. I've been playing around with all the Mac equipments almost 24 hours a day. Okay, so the things that I found that, well, the iPad 2 is way better than the first generation iPad. It's 33% thinner, it's 15% lighter. It has both camera front facing, rear facings, and the processor is 6 times faster, not 2 times, 6 times faster, and the graphic capability is 9 times faster compared to the first generation iPad. And somebody might say things like, Mark, you suck. You shouldn't say that, Mark, because we all knows about it. Correct. Okay? But I have another perception. I have another point of view that I wanted to share with you. Okay, because if I didn't have different thought, I wouldn't have designed to do this clip. So the thing is, see, if I see you as my brother, I'm your brother, okay? We love each other and we are talking to each other personally. I would say like this. If you already have the first generation iPad right now, you don't have to, well, if you don't really need to play that games, which is the Infinite Blaze or iMovie. I've been playing around with iMovie for iPad, also including the GarageBand, and I don't, well, for me personally, I don't find them very useful or handy for some reason compared to the big ones on the Mac. Okay, you don't have to agree with me, okay? But from my true experience, because if you've been keeping up with my clips, you might see that I really work for a Mac store. I've been playing around with those equipments all day long, 6 days a week. Okay, actually I work 6.5 days. I don't have any day off. Every Tuesday I got half day work. Okay, I do overtimes and everything all the times. Okay, and every day I gotta do 7 times demonstration for the iPad. Okay, so the things I kind of know what I'm talking about. The thing is, the iPad 2 is really fast. It's way faster. Well, I think the most importantly is supposed to be the RAMs because during my demonstration sessions, I've been trying to show off numbers of applications, and every time without jailbreaking the iPad, I have to just press the open it applications, okay, to the articles, and then I have to close them one by one. But if you have a jailbroken iPad, you can just go to remove backgrounds app at only one tips of fingers. Okay, just taps on that. Okay, so it's very easy, but you have to jailbreak. But in order to jailbreak the iPad, you have to lose some performance. Okay, you get only like 70% or probably 60% of performance compared to the one without jailbreaking, from my experience. So if you are my brother, I would suggest the things that I don't really like about the second generation iPad is the cameras, I think. Okay, and also the RAMs. You know what? Don't underestimate the RAM. Okay, the processor is fine. Okay, A5 processors, dual cores is really great, super great. The hard drive is flash storage, but the RAM is very important when you do multitasking. This is very, very important. We are one step behind because compared to Motorola, assume they got 1 GB of RAM. For us, we got 512 megabytes. So we gotta move forward. If you don't have the iPad right now, I would suggest that you should buy the second generation iPad with no hesitation. Okay? Even though someone trying to lure us and trying to ask you, okay, you go for the first iPad, you got $100 discount, or if you want to buy a refurbished iPad, you should go for the second generation. But if you already have the first iPad right now, And if you're my brother and I love you so much, I would say you don't have to buy the second generation iPad right now. I want you to hold on and be patient and wait for the third generation iPad. It sounds very crazy, but you know what? If we trace back to the history, every genius comes with insanity in his mind. So that's the thing. Okay, so I apologize for that. Don't get me wrong. Because last time when I was doing the first clips about the first versus second generation iPad, the things at the time that I really wanted people to save their money. You can save $100, but compared between the performance between the two, the second iPad is way faster than the first iPad. You already have the iPad, you don't have to be hurried, okay? If you're my brother, you don't need a camera right now, you don't play, very expensive games, and we don't really serious about you are not in a hurry to get the new iPad. I would suggest you should hold on and wait for the third iPad. Okay, the third generation iPad. Okay.
Thanks for watching.